dignitaries on the days, dear faculty mates, students and ladies and gentlemen. A pleasant good morning to one and all. Before I begin my formal welcome address, I would like to tell all of you in brief about IMER and what it stands for today. Established way back in 1991, we at IMER strongly believe in striving for excellence on all the fronts, that is academics, research, consultancy, placements, building strong alumni relationships, social outreach, total grooming of the students, building a strong industry institution interface, and building a culture of entrepreneurial spirit amongst the students. We further believe that knowledge dissemination and knowledge generation are equally important and complement one another, which I mean equal weightage is given for both the teaching and research. They should go hand in hand. Everyone at IMER has to contribute to the body of knowledge, and it is one of the important criteria in evaluating the performance of faculty, including librarian. We treat here librarian as an important faculty and he has equal role to play. We don't put resource constraints thanks to the management, careless management, when it comes to carrying out research, and they always encourage the faculty to attend conferences, not just the domestic one, domestic as well as the international ones. Very recently, our senior faculty, Purnima Charantimat, had been to UK on a special assignment for which all the encouragement and the leave was given. And I, after joining Kls Imer, has attended and presented 2 papers in international conferences. One was in UAE and another was in Bangkok. Seminars, FDPs, workshops, management development programs, executive development programs, symposiums, and so on. We just wait for the proposals from the faculty and make sure that, and it is must for every faculty to attend minimum of 2 conferences and 1 workshop compulsorily a year. That is something bare minimum which every faculty has to do at IMER. And every faculty has to host 1 big scale conference, seminar, faculty development program or workshop once a year. And they are all evaluated against that. And we at IMER have a big vision that at least by 2020, all the faculty, including librarian, should have PhD. So that is something we strongly visualize. We help our faculty in all permissible ways to get enrolled for PhD as on today. For example, like granting study leave with stipend is something which is very routine feature at KLS. As of now, out of 17 full-time faculty, 6 are PhDs, 6 are pursuing PhD and are at different stages of completion, and remaining 5 are seriously trying to get enrolled for the PhD. So that is where we stand today out of the 17 faculty. We strongly believe that faculty and infrastructure should grow parallelly and should be properly aligned. We take complete care of this. Ours is probably the only management library in North Karnataka which has the following features. And as on 31st March 2012, we had around 15,000 books of around 7,200 titles, 28 international journals, hard copy, 70 national journals, 4 international magazines, 36 national magazines, 234 collection of DVDs, and online subscription to the e-journals including EBSCO and JK. And we have an access to the Capitaline database. We have a dedicated 22 computer terminals, high-end terminals, as part of digital library. And we have an institutional membership to IMA, that is All India Management Association, AMDISA, AIMS, that is Association of Indian Management Schools, NHRD, that is National Human Resource Development, ISTD, that is Indian Society for Training and Development, IAS, that is Indo-American Society, SMF, that is Strategic Management Forum, which is very active in the strategy front, and we are members to the TIE also, that is the Indus Entrepreneur, SHRM, that is Society for Human Resource Management, MEDC, that is Maharashtra Economic Development Council, MTC Global, and Indian Society for Agribusiness Management, and Society for Entrepreneurship Educators. These are the some bodies to which we have a permanent membership, institutional membership, sir. Similarly, our computer lab is fully equipped with top-end configured computers, required softwares, legal softwares, scanners, printers, and so on. We have 185 PCs, 17 printers, 2 scanners, and 1 full-fledged Xerox center, and 12 hours Wi-Fi access. By April, we will have a dedicated lease line for seamless high-speed connectivity. Currently, we have 3 broadband connections, but very soon, maybe in a matter of a week or 2, we will have a dedicated lease line by Airtel, so that we all will have a seamless high-speed connectivity. Both, I think it deserves a round of applause. Both the library and lab are kept open from 8 to 8. Once again, there are no time and resource constraints on this as well. During the examination time, we sometimes keep it open till 12 midnight. So that's how we really work. And all this has definitely paid us dividends. So far, we have hosted 4 conferences, 1 international and 3 international. Again, this data is little old because I don't want to give a false data to the audience. 22 seminars, 1 international and 21 national. 15 FDPs, that is faculty development programs, out of which 5 were in research methodology. We have conducted 16 management development programs for various bodies. And in total, around 55 papers, articles were presented and published in conferences. 46 papers were published in the national journals. 19 papers were published in international journals. 4 research projects have been undertaken. 12 books have been published as on 31st March 2012. And we have undertaken 10 consultancy assignments as on that day, out of which 5 are major and 5 are minor. And we have been publishing Tattva, which is our scholarly management journal, which is biannual with ISSN number, since 2005. So this is the journey of IMER so far. Thank you. Entire ecosystem is in place, sir, and we want to grow bigger and richer, especially with respect to research and academic rigor. Our dream, I am proud to say this on behalf of Team IMER, that our dream is to become one of the top 50 B schools in India, made it by 2020. So that is the dream which we carry, which we all carry. And Rani Chennamma University, under the stewardship of Professor B.R. Ananthan sir, a reputed academic and a research stalwart in himself, from the management discipline, has been very kind and has recognized our enduring efforts and has rewarded us with the Research Center recognition. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, we promise you, we will make the Research Center a truly a world-class one, not with just the infrastructure, but the quality of the research output, which we will produce in the days to come. And elevate not just the image of IMER, but also the image of Rani Chennamma University to the next level. We will not spare any effort in accomplishing your vision of making Rani Chennamma University a potential center for excellence. With this brief introduction about what IMER stands for today, I, on behalf of Team IMER, derive immense pleasure in welcoming the dignitaries present over here on this long-awaited event, that is inauguration of the Research Center. At the outset, I extend heartfelt welcome to the chief guest of today's event, Professor B.R. Ananthan, whom we all know, who doesn't need an introduction, a great visionary and a legendary icon in himself, who has revolutionized the university education system in this part of the country. And IMER couldn't have accomplished or achieved all this without your kind support and wisdom. Welcome you, sir. I extend warm welcome to the two eminent guests of honor, Professor H.Y. Kamble, sir, Director, School of Business and Economics, Rani Chennamma University, Belagavi, and Professor A.B. Kalakundrikar, sir, former Director, Kls Imer, who in fact has sown the seed of this research center long back. And I am proud to say on this occasion that what IMER is today is because of the vision that Sir had for IMER and his dedication and devotion for IMER. Both the guests of honor are stalwarts and have created a niche in academics and research. Welcome you, sir. I extend heartfelt welcome to the president of today's event, Shri Rajendra K. Belgaonkar, sir, Chairman, Governing Council, Kls Imer, and a successful businessman of Belgium. Above all, sir is a chief mentor for all IMERians and has envisioned big plans for IMER. Under your leadership, sir, we will elevate, definitely try and elevate IMER to the next level. Welcome, sir. I take this opportunity to welcome all the board members of KLS, especially Shri S.M. Kulkarni, sir, the senior most board member of KLS and the leading practitioner of Belgium, who has contributed immensely to the growth of the KLS in general, that is Karnataka Law Society in general, and IMER in particular. Welcome to this event, sir. I take this opportunity to welcome the special invitees who have, agreed to our invitation and graced this wonderful event. Welcome you all, sir. The principals of different colleges and the special invitees. Welcome you all, sir. Lastly, I extend warm welcome to all my faculty mates, whom I call as 17 pillars of IMER, especially the research committee headed by Dr. Purnima M. Charantimat and her team, the non-teaching staff, and my dear most student researchers to this most wonderful and awaited event. Welcome you all. Lastly, I extend warm welcome to one and all present over here. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I take immense pleasure in introducing the chief guest for today's inaugural function of our research center, Professor B.R. Ananthan, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Rani Chennamma University, Belgaum. Professor B.R. Ananthan holds a doctorate degree in commerce from Mysore University. He has a very impressive teaching and research track spanning for more than 3 decades. He started his career in academics from the PG Center of Mysore University, situated at Mangalore, and further moved to the main campus at Manas Gangotri, Mysore. From 1982 till his retirement, Professor Ananthan has served Mysore University in both teaching and administration in equal measures. He has guided successfully 30 students for their doctoral program and published around 80 research articles in commerce and management in reputed national and international journals. Over the years till date, Professor Ananthan has served in several capacities. He has served as Dean, Professor and Chairman, Department of Commerce, Mysore University, Professor and Director, B.N. Bahadur Institute of Management Sciences, and Coordinator for Distance Education at Mysore University. He was also associated with Industry University Interaction Cell and Mysore University, and rendered yeoman services as member of Board of Studies, Syndicate and Senate at Mysore University. He was appointed Member Secretary by Karnataka State Council for Higher Education, which he held before joining Rani Chennamma University, Belgaum as Special Officer, and further was appointed as the first Vice Chancellor of Rani Chennamma University, Belgaum. He has undertaken various assignments for national bodies, which includes member UGC 11th Plan Team, member AICT Team, NAC Peer Committee Chairman, and member for UPSC and KPSC. He has membership of many professional bodies, which include All India Commerce and Management Association and Indian Commerce Association. He has extensively traveled at several countries and visited universities and interacted with faculties and students there. To name a few, California State University, Fresno, State University of New York, Washington University, and Saginaw University, Tokyo. So with this brief introduction, I present before the gathering the chief guest for the inaugural function. So I curtail my introduction because it has been instructed to only introduce the chief guest. Thank you very much.
By 2030, India will be among the top 5 countries in the world in terms of research output, and will have more than 20 universities among the top global 200 of global universities, according to a report on higher education in India. Vision 2030 by the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. It gives me immense pleasure to give the highlights of the research activities conducted by the Institute and the action plan for the research center. We have a research policy formulated in collaboration with GC for the research center. The Institute publishes Tattva, the annual peer-reviewed research journal, which provides a platform for academicians, researchers, and practitioners to share their knowledge and experience in the field of management and allied areas. Tattva contains scholarly research articles, case study, and book review. The Institute has successfully completed several market research projects to corporate houses, to name a few: Philips India, ITC Limited, Asian Paints, Tata Motors, Ultratech Cement, Deepak Fertilizers, and Gokul Milk. The Institute has conducted several national level workshops and faculty development programs for achieving excellence in research for management teachers. The institute has conducted international conference on business ethics and corporate social responsibility in the year 2009. One more international conference was organized on emerging trends, challenges and opportunity in global business management, tourism and information technology at Goa on 28th and 29th September 2013. The faculty members of the institute have written cases and research articles published in national and international journals having impact factor greater than 1. The cases written by our faculty members have been registered with European Case Clearing House. Our faculty members also contributed on Indian Enterprise and Entrepreneurship Model at University of Leeds, United Kingdom for MSc Enterprise Program through the Global Perspective on Enterprise course. Vision 2013-17, a perspective plan of Belgaum district, is published by the institute in association with District Industry Center Belgaum, and the same was released by Shri K.H. Muniyappa, Union Minister for MSME at Udyogam Mela, organized by Government of Karnataka. The books written by our faculty members of the institute are national level books published by Pearson Education, a global leader in publishing those. Some of the books authored by faculty members are Total Quality Management 2nd edition, Entrepreneurship Development 2nd edition, Managerial Economics, Indian Business Environment, Basics of Banking and Insurance, Export Management and Indian Financial System. Our faculty members has also contributed to global edition of book written by Scarborough and Cornwell on entrepreneurship development and small business enterprises. Total we have 16 books authored by faculty, 32 cases published, 76 articles published, 90 papers presented at conference, number of FDP conducted by the institute around 93, number of FDP attended 52, number of consultancy assignments 44. The research center of the institute is guided by the Research Advisory Committee comprising of stalwarts in this area such as M.H. Balasubramanya, Professor and Chairman, Department of Management Studies, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, Professor Anil Keskar, Advisor, Department of Management Studies, Dr. D.Y. Patil, Vidyapit, Pune, Maharashtra, Dr. A.M. Gurav, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, Professor M.R. Sollapur, Director, Department of Management Studies, Siddhganga Institute of Technology, Tumkur, Dr. Satyajit Majumdar, Chairman, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai, Dr. Muhammad M. Ali, Professor and Director, Cyber University, Kolhapur, Dr. S.V. Patil, Head of Department of Management Studies, BVP College of Engineering Technology, Hubli, Dr. A.B. Kalgunrikar, Former Director, Kls Imer, Belgaum, Prashant Yadgiri, Professor Marketing, Tapmi Manipal, Chairman, Department of Management Studies, Rani Chennamma University, Belgavi. We have planned to apply for major and minor research projects mainly of social relevance, engage in consultancy assignment and organize workshop for creating a research base and raise the quality of research output in this part of the country. With the guidance of the advisory committee members and support of RCU, we will be able to make this research center as a center of excellence. Thank you.
Learned Vice Chancellor of Rani Chennamma University, Professor B.R. Ananthan Sir, Sri Rajendra Belgankar, Chairman of the Governing Council of this prestigious institute, Dr. Kalkunrikar Sir, Director of the Institute, Dr. Bank and Madam Charanti Mat, person who has shaped the destiny of Karnataka Law Society, Sri S.M. Kulkarni Sir, distinguished principal of JIT, Gokte College of Commerce, other members of the faculty of Gokte College, members of the faculty of this institute, and my young student friends. At the very outset, I am very happy to be amongst you today afternoon, as we are party to the history being created in the history of Institute of Management, Education and Research managed by Karnataka Law Society, as it is recognized as a research center by Rani Chennamma University under the able and dynamic leadership of Professor B.R. Ananthan sir. Professor B.R. Ananthan sir very often makes a statement that he can bend the rules but not break them. And that is what he has done in recognizing the institutes as research centers. And I am very happy to note that KLS is the recipients of the fruits of Sir bending the rules, as he has recognized Gokte College of Commerce and IMER as research centers. But having got the recognition as research centers is not the end of is not an end in itself. It is only a means to an end. So my only request to the faculty members of Gokte College of Commerce and IMER to make better use of this recognition and undertake research on contemporary issues of commerce and management and provide policy inputs to the government and other agencies so that they can consider them while evolving policies which will be ultimately to the benefit of the people of this country. I know you are very eager to listen to the speech of our sir, so I don't want to stand between you and him for a longer period of time. Suffice it to say that now the people of IMER have to take to research in a big way. The hurdle that was coming in their way is removed once and for all, thanks to Professor B.R. Ananthan. Now you do not have to cut a sorry figure or look back. So go ahead and whatever plans you have to contribute to the field of management education, you can do that. So with these few words, I take your leave and I thank the organizers of this function for giving me an opportunity to be part of this historic event. Thank you.
Esteemed Vice Chancellor of Rani Chennamma University, my friend Professor Kamble, Professor Ban, Dr. Charan Temar, my colleagues in the cause of education and my young friends. I am happy to be a part of this event of inauguration of the research center at IMER. In fact, when Rani Chennamma University was established, from the day one, we were after Professor Ananthan to start giving recognition to colleges as research centers. And he has done it during his tenure. Most of the universities hesitate to give research center to colleges. But our Vice Chancellor is the first person who took a bold step in granting research centers, even by introducing some flexibility in the rules. So it is his contribution to the field of promotion of research in the university in this part of the country. So we are grateful to you, sir, for this act of yours. Research is an important activity in an organized society. No society can progress without research and innovation. If you look at countries like America, Japan and Germany, all their progress is due to the research that they have done in the field of science, technology, economics, management and other social sciences. Professor Schumpeter, a German scientist, social scientist, said that a society can progress only when there is economic innovation and research, and we have dynamic entrepreneurs to implement the results of research. Unfortunately, in India, the research in science, pure sciences and technology has gone a long way, but social science research is lagging behind. We are not doing research in the socially relevant field. We are not doing research on contemporary issues. And that is how the research output that social scientists are bringing out is not being implemented. So if we want to do a meaningful research, I personally feel that socially relevant problems must be taken up for research, and we must contribute something towards the development of the society. There was a debate about how institutes of higher education or universities can become great universities or higher education institutes. In this budget, young entrepreneurs have participated, and they have made an observation that we have to create an environment of research in almost every field. It is only the research and innovation carried out by young minds can give us better results that can be implemented in the policy making, and we will be able to get the results of this research. Now they have identified some parameters why Indian universities or higher education institutes are not finding place in the ranking list at the world level. One parameter is the research through citation. Mere research is not enough. This research needs to be quoted by others, cited by others, and the number of citations of your research project would be a great contribution to the domain of knowledge. So our universities are doing research, our institutes are doing research, they are not getting citations. Very few of them are getting citations. So research should be through citations. The second thing is why universities abroad are finding the names in the list of ranking. The reason is the faculty gets awards, prizes, and many of them have got Nobel Prize also because of the way they are conducting the research. Somebody was referring to quality of research. The quality will come only when your research is through citations, when your research is recognized and you get prizes from others. The third parameter identified is the teachers of repute. The institute must have teachers of repute, and teachers of repute will be there only when they pursue research. Research will strengthen the teaching abilities of people. But in our case, we have seen our teachers complete their PhD, but thereafter they don't do any research. So this has to go, and teachers have to strive hard to continuously do research, and that will help in also strengthening their research, in their teaching. Another important aspect in India is the autonomy of the institutions, divorced from the funding agencies and regulating agencies. Now regulating agencies like university or funding agencies like the government, they will help you, but they will put a number of restrictions and your autonomy suffers. Now if research is without a complete autonomy, the real research will not take place. So autonomy divorced from the funding agency's control and the university control will help us in bringing out good research output. Now when you want to start a research center, most of the teachers have in their mind only the guideship of the university. Now guideship is one part, and I think Professor Ananthan is there to help you in getting recognized as guide. That will support you in guiding the students for PhD programs. But there are many other activities which you can undertake as a part of the research center. The first and the foremost thing that one has to do is the teachers and students have to develop passion for research. They have to develop that aptitude for research, and they have to carry out research on a continuous basis. They can write articles. So first step to research is that you can do a small project and write articles with research content. Many people write articles which do not have research content. So with research content you must produce articles. At least one article, one semester. If you put this restriction on you, you can produce 2 articles a year. That will be a great contribution. Now for this you have to identify area of your interest, and these are the days of interdisciplinary research. After identifying the area of research, if you start doing research in the interdisciplinary field, you will get a better recognition. Now those watertight compartments that you belong to economics, you belong to commerce management has gone. It has already disappeared world over, and therefore you must focus on multidisciplinary research at this particular research center. Next thing you can do is you can undertake some minor research projects, at least one minor research project and also major research projects, and for all these projects funding is available. There are a lot of funding agencies which can support your effort, and if you keep on doing this continuously, you will be able to bring excellence to your research center. And the greater role in the research is of the statistics department. These are the days where a lot of statistics and mathematics is used in conducting a research even in the social sciences. And therefore, the statistics department will have to coordinate this effort of research center. Whoever is doing research, they have to support this effort through the statistical tools that are available, and that can contribute greatly to the research. And if you select socially relevant, there are a number of topics of day-to-day relevance. If you do research on that, that will be more useful to the society. And our ultimate aim, Premji's son, while participating in a debate on higher education, he said, we have to create an environment for the research. We have research and we have to create an environment for bringing out good human beings and socially relevant topics. And society's development should be the focus of our research. So whatever research you do, it should have application to the social problems of the society. We have done a phenomenal progress in the field of technology, science and other areas, but social structure is getting disturbed. Now this we have to correct, and that can be corrected through a research center like this, and that will be a meaningful research that you will be able to do. I thank the organizers for inviting me here and doing this honor. Thank you very much.
Working in different institutions, members of the teaching fraternity of institutes, universities, and my student friends. Professor Kamble, while talking, made a mention that I believe in bending the rule rather than breaking it for a cause. I shudder to understand where I have bent the rule for KLS. Looking at what is available in KLS, what has been said about KLS by Honorable, the rule itself will melt before KLS. It is not that I bend the rule. You people people believe in a scheme, name it and have it. You name anything, so much investment has been made on library, yes, yeah. So many faculty members you need, yes. So many publications you need, yes. What precludes any authority to deny a deserving recognition to a center like this? Now while coming, I got an SMS from somebody, very interesting SMS. Perhaps is very befitting to an occasion like this. Just I will read it out for you. A nice message written on a balloon which was flying high in the sky. The message is, it is not what outside, but what is inside takes you to the top. What a very timely message sent by someone. I thought that, if you are to go to the top, there will be something inside you. If there is no stuff inside the balloon, okay, you cannot go to the top. So if you are climbing to a top position, it means there is some intrinsic worth inside you. And this cannot be built over things. A permanent structure and a shamiana. A shamiana is only for an event, an occasion. The moment the event and occasion is over, you uproot the shamiana. It is not so in the case of a permanent structure. Whatever culture that you are nurtured this far is the consequence of the effort put in by so many people over a period of time. You are what you are today because of what you have inside. You are not somebody or something just because of the outside structure. It is not the building. It is not the books. It is not the number of computers that make you great. What makes you great is building is functional. Library is functional. Computer is functional. If all those things are there, if they are non-functional, not being there, this is also okay. If these things are in place, it means things which are in the respective places, they must be functional. If they are functional, definitely you climb to the top. Professor Karkundrika has lightened my efforts. When speaking, he mentioned as to what the research center is supposed to do. Sometimes it happens in functions. A keynote speaker comes with the preparation that he wants to say this. Big list he prepares. But somebody who welcomes the gathering, covers all those things. Neither the key is there, key has already been given, address has been given in the welcome forum only, and the only dress is there. Key and address both are gone. I am put to such a predicament by Karkundrika today, but I echo whatever he has expressed, both of them, but let me add a thing or two also. A research center is not a factory to produce PhDs. Everyone who craves to get a recognition at a research center, first thing is, sir, we want to produce PhD. Looking at the number of PhDs churned out by various colleges, universities all over the country and elsewhere too. If the PhD proposal is to find a solution to a particular problem, perhaps in this country there would not have been any problem at all. So many PhDs are coming out. Hundreds, thousands. And the funding agencies are liberally giving funds. Financial support is very liberal. A big band of human resource is available to do the research. What is the output? Quantitatively, yes, we have achieved our targets. A more number of PhDs. I'm not bothered about the quantity. I don't measure you based upon the number of PhDs you produce. What is it we have done? A scholar who has a PhD, who doesn't know the nuances of conducting the basic research. He doesn't know how to define a research problem. He doesn't know why literature survey has to be conducted. He doesn't know how a hypothesis is developed. He doesn't even know how to test it. He doesn't even know how to draft a report. End of the day, what is the thing that you get? A thesis. Now these are the days of outsourcing. Everything is outsourced. MBA students including, if they want to prepare their project work, somebody on your behalf will do it. Put your name on the project report. Project report is ready. How to draft a thesis? There is someone to do it. It's outsourced. How to collect the data, primary data? Someone on your behalf will collect it. How to tabulate? There is a ready-made agency available to do that. All activities connected with the research are outsourced, but the ownership of the degree is that of an Indian. This is the unfortunate state of affairs of the contemporary research in the universities. I can make such a sweeping statement. I want this Kls Research Center to learn from the experience of others. You have to make a big departure from the conventional way of doing it. Doesn't matter whether you produce PhD or not. This research center should become a center which gives policy inputs to policy making organizations. How many of our PhD scholars can give a policy guideline to the government? Neither government, through its bureaucrats, recognize you academicians, nor academicians respect the bureaucrats. This is a country being run by rules, regulations. This is a country run by what are bureaucrats. A bureaucrat always thinks that he is above everybody. Honestly, it is academicians. You have to tell, you have to dictate to the society, to the people who govern the society, this is how the society should be run. You need to give such inputs. But unfortunately, if we don't have anything inside, How do we go to the top? I know some theses. People copy from elsewhere. And the unfortunate privilege of evaluating one thesis on agricultural marketing. The thesis came from a university in Tamil Nadu. I was going through the thesis. How the agricultural produce from the field, how does it move to the market? What is the mode of transport? I was just looking at the thesis. The author of the thesis writes that, agricultural producers are shifted from the farmland to the market yard on camelback. I was wondering, we have bullock carts and all that, how can camels, come to Tamil Nadu to ship the produce? I was wondering. But I do remember to have valued another thesis from University of Rajasthan on similar such thing, Then I recollected and looked into my library. I find another thesis from University of Rajasthan, same on agricultural produce marketing. Where I see that, this fellow, what he has done is, his thesis from Tamil Nadu is a replica of thesis from University of Rajasthan. He had instructed the typist, wherever you find Rajasthan, okay, you remove it and make it Tamil Nadu. So he only changed the name of the state, but did not bother to know whether the same mode of transport is available in Tamil Nadu and it means here what happened? We have plagiarized. We got the degree. Degree is okay. But the point is that, what is its contribution? Another trend I observe in the contemporary research is that lot of repetitive research. NPA management, I was reading an article of Professor Gamble. Non-performing assets in Belgaum districts. Somebody writes again non-performing assets in Haveri district. Non-performing assets in Mandya district. Except changing the area, okay? Methodology, data, everything same. Conclusions also. Except changing a case study of a case study of a case study. This new research center, you should avoid this repetitive research. No? You should be highly innovative. If someone wants to avoid this repetitive research, the best thing that you can do is that, enrich your library, make your scholar to read first. On a given topic, let him read, let him collect the data. Having done it, then identify which are the research gaps. When you identify the research gaps, your effort is to bridge those gaps. That is the original research. Most of us, we don't do what you call literature survey at all. And some literature survey, one chapter is there in the thesis. There is no relevance between what has been written in the literature survey and the topic that he has chosen. before you enroll your students for PhD, first as guides, you should become masters in methodology. Unless you are strong in methodology, then which research method to follow for a particular topic? Sometimes the students will come, sir, you give me a topic. That's a very bad way of doing research. The candidate should take pride in telling, sir, I want to work on this. I have read this field. There is a lot of scope for this. He should come forward. 90% of the social science research scholars, after getting their degree, PhD degree, they don't want to show their thesis to anybody. You see? Thesis, PhD thesis is like a baby. A mother, a father, very proudly what you call, this is my baby. An emotional bondage between the scholar and the work. But here is a situation, a paradoxical situation in case of PhD. After the degree is over, we don't want to look at the thesis. Because when there is no openness, when there is no transparency, when you are concealing something, hiding something, means the integrity of the scholar, the integrity of the work is questionable. In case of research, it is openness. More you reveal, more people read your work. It means that your originality will come to the forefront. Kalkundikar was making mention citation index. Yeah, why? You will be citing pump paper only when the paper is good. Your impact factor is high because the paper is good. But you don't want to show your paper outside at all. Any research thesis for the matter should be thrown to the society. Let the people go deliberate on that. Let the people evaluate my work. More evaluation take place in your work, more qualitative it becomes. When people review your work, your director has written a book on food processing. Now it has come to the market. Anyone can read it. After reading that particular book, he finds some good points and not so good points, let us say. And that genuine researcher may write to your director, sir, these are the things I noted. Nothing wrong in it. Yes, if they are acceptable, let us incorporate them. A new thing, new inputs come, it will enrich our work. So that's why my submission is that this research center should reveal, tell the people, show the people what original what you are producing. Don't think that PhD alone is the be all and end all of this particular research center. By getting a recognition as a research center of the university, you will be eligible for a lot of grants from the University Grants Commission. It is not based upon your number of PhDs, no. It is based upon your projects. When you prepare a major research project from this center, those rupees will come UGC. Using that fund, without bothering the management financially, you can create the infrastructure. Now we have created a research center. There you are prepared, you spend a lot of money on that. That's all management money now. Now you can go to UGC. Well, the ours is a recognized research center. A team of academicians, can prepare a, what you call a joint project, a major project, okay, send it to UGC. I myself was a member of the committee in UGC to sanction major research projects. Most of the projects which were knocked off by the North Indians. North Indians know which side of the bread is buttered. They know the access to UGC, they know which are the schemes available, and we down in the south, we don't know at all. What are the ways of mobilizing the money from UGC? I used to tell many of my friends, Arey, I am in the UGC, I say you send projects, you will sanction money. Somehow at the university level I find this research culture is missing. Research means only PhD, no. Faculty members, research guides, they should do the independent projects, group projects, bring money from outside. He is not collecting money in the form of fee and all that. There are funding agencies, close together money is available. Bring that money through your well-meant project and create the infrastructure. And I would tell Professor Pal, whatever money you have taken from the management now, okay, to create an infrastructure in the research center, you keep an account of that. How much money you have taken from them to create this infrastructure? How much revenue you are going to generate from the research center? And after the revenue, you give back to the management, sir. This is the time money you have given, seed money for our center. You take back. Now we have earned so much. That should be your approach. Instead of burdening the management, sir, you give for this, you give for that. No. Through major and minor research projects, mobilize money, save something out of that, create the infrastructure. With whatever little money you save, you keep it in the form of purpose money. Okay? And Chiranti Mat or anybody wants to go abroad, why should he or she spend money from her pocket? Out of the fund that you create from the research center, you can help the research scholars. So these are the what you call innovative ways, the research center to think. Not just, producing PhD now. PhD production is only a part of it. And even while doing also, concentrate more on the quality. And other national level institutions should say, well, see, look at that Rani Channamma Kls Research Center, it has done such a wonderful work. Don't think that it is the exclusive domain or the right of only IIMs and Indian Research Science to do research. No. They spend more money and do less research. Competent people are available everywhere. Earlier, when we were all students, research guidance is only the exclusive property of the university departments only. College professor were never given a chance. Less number of dates, more number of aspirants. So many people could not get an opportunity to do research at all because there were no guides available. Then I thought, no, this system should go. If the talent is available, whether in the university or elsewhere, why not we do it? Not that, just by giving guideship, open a Pandora's box, no. You have laid down certain norms. If they fulfill those norms only, guideship is given. And there are attached to what you call research centers. And for you also, if there are sufficient number of internal guides are not available, the university will send some guides because my PG department cannot take the load. So many research guides are available now, they should be attached. If the college is not recognized as a research center, where should they go? They should come to the university. But university also has limitations. So that's why what we do is that the recognized guides if they are not working in the research center, working in a college, they will be tagged to a research center. And for you also, for the company, you may, when you recognize the research guides, allow some people from outside also. That's one thing you have to do. Second thing is, don't confine only to your research center. Develop a sort of a networking amongst the research centers. I have given 5 research centers in Radichanama University area, spread over these 3 districts, You have some sort of a rapport with them. You can exchange what you call material with them. Okay? The first line of what you call rapport. Second line is have good networking with the main departments. Don't go only at the time of submission. Okay? Join with them. They will join with you. But work in unison. Okay? The networking is very important, Networking between department and the research center, among the research centers, outside your area also. Come in touch with the national level institutions. Sort of an MOU with IIMs, with your big list of institutions with whom you have associated, not just the number alone. Meaningfully, what you call, have some sort of interaction. Then only, your research center will become very more mature, more stable, more meaningful. Otherwise, it should not become an also ran PG center, the research center. It should effectively function. I am confident personally because I have been seeing this institution not after I became a vice chancellor. I have come here to inspect when I was an AICT member. I came for inspection to enhance your intake capacity. I remember way back. So I have been witnessing how consistently you have been growing. And why there was delay in getting the research center, I don't know. Maybe was there any condition that the institution should have a permanent affiliation? Mr. Contract? Why there was delay in getting the recognition? What is that? Even that permanent affiliation also we have given. But you have not capitalized it. What shall I do? See, when you have a problem, well, our elderly person, S.M. Kulkarni is my legal advisor. You could have asked him, sir, what is the problem? See, unless the baby cries, mothers these days they don't feed the baby. You have to cry. And I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, Radichanama University believes in absolute transparency. I don't want to penalize anybody. I don't want to penalize anybody unnecessarily, unless they commit a grave error. Isn't it? People are doing things very judicious, we are here to encourage them. Radichanama doesn't believe in raising resources through levying penalties, no. But one thing I will tell you, perhaps I have to leave a word of caution. Now a chance has been given to you, but use it judiciously. Never allow any malpractice in the research. Malpractice in some of the universities I have heard, guides collect money from the students. For clearing the synoptic note so much. For start from so much. See, putting signature, so much money. If the university comes to know that any teacher, any guide indulges in such malpractice, I will not, what he said? Bending the rule or breaking the rule. With the help of rule only, will permanently blacklist this. Because I believe in what you call qualitative research. I don't want to become what you call a factory to manufacture PhDs. And the word of caution I am leaving is not for those people who are genuine, honest, or people of integrity. They are not bothered. Who is afraid of the policeman? Only a thief is afraid of the policeman. Otherwise, I and you, normal people, police people are friends. ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕಳ್ಳ ಹೆದರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಾವ್ಯಾರು ಕಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. Let us judiciously make use of this opportunity, contribute something to the policy making level, advise the government, advise the people. Then it will add further to your initiation. There is no full stop for your development. Since 91, this institute is there. 2014, it comes to an end now. We have to redefine our targets, redefine our objective. Okay? We have come this far, further where? See? So that's why it is an endless, perennial, continuous, non-stop process, ongoing process. So you go on. There is no full stop for development. So that being the case, we have developed in scope for further development. 2030, you said you would like to become what? What do you want to become? No, you said that, just like Abdul Kalam said that this should going to become a developed nation. You said something? Now, whatever the objective you have, okay? That is one of the objectives. When you accomplish that objective,
top 50
why you want to top 50? You will become top most, there is scope for. If you come only in 50, you may be 50 around, then 50, or 50, 49, 48, 47, 56, then you have to go down. That means your efforts are, please approach all these things with a positive frame of mind. Most of us suffer from one factor, that we always think negatively. What is there in PhD? Easy to say, you do it and then know. In Kannada there is a saying, banjage ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತು ಹೆರೋಬೇನೆ ಅಂತ. ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು, ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. Remember, when you involve in your work, when you take pride in holding your thesis like a parent holds a baby very proudly, that's a different experience. When you hide your thesis, hide your child, okay, I don't know what to say. Love your work, the life is bad. May I, ladies and gentlemen, wish this research center all the best. May I also assure you, gentlemen and lady here, that Rani Chennamma University always come to your support whenever there is a need. But when there is a problem at your end, if you come and share that problem with us, we can find solutions. Okay? If you keep aloof from the institution, and well, this has not been done, that has not been, mistake is not that of the university, and it is that of yours. Okay? The permanent affiliation problem which you have brought to my notice, meet me tomorrow, we will start with an orders of history. All the best to everyone. Good afternoon, everybody. Dr. Charatima, Professor Kamre, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor B.R. Ananthan, Dr. Kalkundrikar, and Dr. Ban, and the senior member from Karnataka Law Society, Mr. S.M. Kulkarni, principals of other KLS institutes, including Dr. Deshpande and Dr. Kulkarni, and other principals of colleges, staff, and students. I don't want to stand between you and lunch, so I will be very brief. But I sincerely appreciate what Dr. Ananthan has done by rereading the rules that allowed him to allow us to have a research center. We thank you, sir. We cannot thank you enough for having done that for us. More than
bending, I just call it a rereading of the same rules and applying a different perspective, a very happy, broad-minded perspective. And we are beneficiaries of that, and we assure you that we will take care to see that we have qualitative research, we have well-cited research, and we have ethical research. We will have research that will be useful to industry around us, to citizens around us, and to entities around us and the governments around us. That is the quality of research we will try to focus on. I cannot say enough about the need to have quality research. One question that may be lurking in the mind of people sitting behind, research center on the 3rd floor, what do I benefit? Why am I sitting here? It's a very genuine question. And what I will tell you is, when your teachers, when your professors engage in research, they are going beyond your syllabus and trying to solve problems, hopefully, that have meaningful conclusions, and those learnings, the pursuit of that learning, they will become better teachers, and they will be able to cite better examples for you, that because of which you can understand the concepts that you have to complete as part of your syllabus. That is the benefit to you. The other benefit to you will be, your professor is conducting research, you could assist them. You may not be doing PhD, but you could assist them and learn something out of it. I actually learned. As an MBA student, when I was doing my MBA, I used to help a German professor and a South Korean professor to do their research. I may not have known everything that they were up to, but I was able to read, I was able to learn research methodology because of that, because that is very important, sir. And I hope our research center will become a center for imparting courses on research methodology first. That is very, very important. I applaud you for having highlighted that, sir. Lastly, as management, our role is to support our staff. I also applaud you for teaching telling our staff how they can get funds now that we are a accredited research center, and with that we are not interested in their repayment, but there is tremendous pride in doing something on your own. There will be accountability, certainly, yes, and that is a valuable thing. We will support our staff as it relates to understanding what North India has already understood about funds being available, that we will take part in and try to get more and more funds toward our colleges, so that better infrastructure and better facilities can be available not only for research but also for our students. So I thank you again, sir, and I thank everybody here who has taken their time to hear us out, and I thank you so much for coming and opening the research center at IMER. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I request Professor Vinay Dudi to propose the vote of thanks.
One century's magic is another century's science, and this magic is created by extensive research. Good afternoon to dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. On behalf of Research Committee of Kls Imer, it's my pleasure to propose vote of thanks. Firstly, I thank Vice Chancellor Professor B.R. Ananthan, who has given Kls Imer the opportunity to start Research Center under Rani Channamma University. Under his guidance and support, Kls Imer will strive hard to fulfill all the expectations of RCU in the area of research. Sir, thanks for gracing on this occasion, and IMER is fortunate to have the research center inaugurated from your noble hands. I thank the President of the function, Shri Rajesh Belgaonkar, sir. It's only due to his unfailing and untiring support for Research Center and his pursuit for excellence that motivates us to achieve more. Thank you, sir, for the support in terms of infrastructure and all the resources for the Research Center. I thank Professor H.Y. Kamble, Director, School of Business and Economics, Rani Channamma University, who has helped us in all the endeavor to start this research center and always standing by us as a well-wisher. Thank you, sir. I thank Professor E.B. Kaltundrikar, sir, former Director of Kls Imer. It was under his able leadership that the seeds of research were sown in. Thank you, sir, for being an inspiration and guiding light. Lastly, I thank our Director, Dr. Purushottam Bang, and coordinator of research committee, Dr. Purnima Charandimat, who have put in their efforts to start the research center. I thank KLS Board of Management for their constant support, especially SM Kulkarni sir. I thank all the special invitees for gracing on this occasion. I thank all the faculty members, non-teaching staff and students who are the torch bearers of the research to come. Thank you. Thank you again.